Hello. Hi, everyone. How's it going today? Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing, chat? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, chat, we are coming home. We're coming home to Silent Hill Homecoming. How you guys doing today? You guys excited? I know I am. Oh, man. Today is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is the Wednesday. Um, Jay, what's up, just Connie? Hey, Zenny, how are you doing? Hello. How's it going? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Coming it's Silent Hill Homecoming specifically. Yeah, we're coming home to Silent Hill Homecoming. J Heart, oh thank you Squid, thank you for the heart. I heart you too, and also everyone in chat as well. How you guys doing? How you guys doing so far with your week? Anything new? Anything exciting going on? Anything and everything? I'm always excited for Homecoming. Is that true? Is Homecoming your favorite game, just Coney? I actually like this one. The problem it had was its name. Homecoming without the Silent Hill would have been the choice. Yeah, I think Homecoming, in retrospect, when I kind of like digest it for what it is, I see it as very supplementary when it comes to allowing people to really allow themselves to immerse with the Silent Hill franchise, at least back in the day. Especially when it comes to, I'm assuming, just getting an idea of what Silent Hill is. Obviously, for different reasons, depending on the context. I think the movie is what really kind of cemented that sort of foundation. But I would say, again, in conjunction with the movies, the games that came out, post-release, kind of really, I guess, facilitated what Silent Hill was back in that, I guess, like that era. I guess you would call it maybe the post-Team Silent era or the Silver era. I don't think anyone's actually ever called it before, but during that time frame, really. And so I feel like, that was sort of like that representation people got when it came to Silent Hill in general. So in many ways, it, allowed people to kind of gain this, I guess, like understanding of, I guess, what Silent Hill is in concept, but when it came to the execution, obviously it's just such a huge juxtaposition to what came before it. And so I don't know, and this is coming from someone who got into Silent Hill back in like, I want to say like in the COVID era, 2020. um I wouldn't know what it was like back then. I can only go off of, people who were fans, either, since like the very beginning with Team Silent games, or in that, it's sort of like awkward transition to the post Team Silent games. I wouldn't know. Obviously I can go off of only just like forums and I guess like reviews and just like the culture back then. All I know is that there was just this huge, just mixed reception, leaning towards negativity towards, Homecoming, and likewise Origins, etc. Just anything afterwards when it came to Team Silent. But yeah, it's a very interesting deep dive into those games. I think it's like really easy to kind of like bash them, even like hate them, but I do think it's much more productive to kind of gain an understanding of them, even if objectively speaking they do a lot of retconning and a lot of trivialization when it comes to the lore implementation. That doesn't really do much of a service. If anything, it does a disservice to much of the what was already pre-established. So, in many ways it could feel like a nothing burger, but in many other ways it could also be like an interesting like case study. And I think that can definitely be attributed to when it's come to like the many reviews and retrospectives of these games. So yeah, there's a lot to take in. There's a lot to take in. Homecoming was basically a love letter to 1 through 3 with the cult psychogenic fugue from Alex about his repressed guilt in the movie stylistically. I could definitely see that. I do think one thing that I really wish Homecoming did was roll with the concept of the whole theming behind the psychological warfare of, I would say, the horrors of war. I feel like there's like a really interesting concept there that they had as a foundation. It's right there that they could have took for like the picking, and then they just didn't do that. They decided to just like, you know, backtrack and double down on, you know, the preconceived Silent Hill 2 theming that we've already seen many times before. And I understand why. I know much of the sort of creative liberties that I would say most of these developers took were most likely for good intentions, obviously, but at the end of the day, it was Konami who had the final say, right? When it came to that sort of, I guess, like, decision making. So, you know, it felt very haphazard and contrived, even, that, you know, they wanted to double down and kind of really cash in on already, I think, concepts that already worked, but the issue was is that we already seen that, and to do that again and again is not only repetitious, but it also is regressing in many ways more than one, right? So yeah, but unfortunately that's kind of like the byproduct we have, is a really interesting concept in theory, but in execution that just wasn't the case. Unfortunately, which sucks because I do think there's something really interesting here when it comes to Homecoming. I already feel like I'm kind of like reviewing the game even though we haven't even played it yet. Yeah, but we're just chilling, chat, we're just chatting, we're just, you know, yapping a little bit. And yeah, it's 1 a.m. for me. Love time zones. Oof. I mean, hey, I'm glad you're here with us, Colors, but I'd definitely get some sleep. But, you know, coming from someone who suffers from insomnia, I get it. I get the feeling. I get it. Not being able to sleep. Yeah. My favorite character is Josh. Josh is the younger brother, right, of Alex. Yeah. Hey Joe, how are you doing? I'm doing okay, Denjin. I'm doing alright. I'm pretty tired, admittedly. I am a little eepy. I'm a little eepy today. But when am I not eepy? The fatigue is definitely hitting hard this week, but you know what? We have water. Right, oh, sorry. We have water, and you know, we're gonna just stay hydrated, you know? Make sure to stay hydrated, chat, before you dehydrate. But I'm okay, I'm okay. Yes, hi, hello, hey Mario, how you doing? Hi Mario. Hey Shy, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Also, chat, can you guys let me know how stream is doing in terms of the bitrate? I think we're okay. It just seems like on my, I guess, like live panel, it seems like it's kind of buffering the feed, the feedback that I'm receiving off of the YouTube studio. Maybe because I have it on HD or 1080p. Maybe let me, if I like reload it, it might be a little bit better. I don't know. But it seems like the chat is fine, and it seems like the stream is okay. I just want to double check first and foremost before we continue. The game had good ideas, but the execution just wasn't there. Yeah, it has a really like banger, I think, idea. It's just the execution was really bad in retrospect, unfortunately, which sucks because I do think there's something really like good here. Like retroactively speaking, like there is something really good here, but unfortunately just didn't really meet that quota, I guess, which sucks. I think if there was a remake of this game, they definitely could rework it for sure, and I think they could definitely, you know, give it that pristine quality that it deserves. Yeah. Homecoming could have been Silent Hill the movie, the game, but we got a much better implementation in my opinion. I like the story, themes, audio, and pacing of Homecoming. And you know, Mad Pulse, that's great, you know? I think what's great about this series is it allows like anyone to kind of get into it, you know? There's always those interpretations of, I guess, Silent Hill. And allows for, you know, anyone to kind of get into whichever game they like, since again these are like anthology stories in retrospect. Of course there's connections to prior games, maybe in reference, or maybe building off of it. Who knows? But I love that for you. I'm glad. Scarlet is my favorite boss by the series. I know like a lot of people love Scarlet. If there's one thing that people really do love is the Scarlet boss fight, the design. Yeah. I'm biased solely because that's fair. We all have our bias when it comes to this franchise, right? It's been freezing a bit on my end. Oh, the stream? I think we're okay right as it freezes. Quality is mint. Okay, not too terrible. So OBS shows that it's fine. It seems like the connection is excellent. Of course, like I'm a little bit behind in terms of the what's it called, the chat, but that's because I'm just giving like my thoughts and feelings, I guess. So, what's up? Also, there's no coming. I'm already home. I'm glad you're already home. Egg World. Glad you're already home. I understand, Jay. I took a day off from work today. I feel drained like you too. Otherwise, I'm doing well. I'm glad you're taking a day off, Engine. I'm glad. Make sure to stay cool, refresh, hydrated. And yeah, you know, I'm glad you're taking that time for yourself. Happy for you. I've been pretty generous with some of the later Silent Hill games that people don't like up to this point. However, Homecoming is the first Silent Hill game that I generally don't like and I can't defend. Yeah, that's fair. I think Homecoming is, I don't know, it feels like a lot of the time very much like a kind of like nothing burger of a game. Again, like it's using pre-established treads, or it's treading off of pre-established threads, which is very much Silent Hill 2 in terms of the overall, I would say, like themes. It's like guilt, repressed trauma, you know, having a loved family member who, spoiler alert, you know, the protagonist kills in a sort of, you know, well, I guess depending on the context, when it comes to Alex, it's by accident, but very much comparable to James when it comes to killing Mary. It just uses a lot of, again, like theming that has already been done before, and it's kind of hard to defend that, you know. It doesn't allow itself to progress. If anything, it regresses from becoming its own identity, which it does, but again, it's like mixed at the end of the day. Yeah, if only Konami didn't pressure every game to be like Silent Hill 2, because everyone loves Silent Hill 2, right? Hey Vander, how you doing? Sky was cool, but Asphyxia was my jam. Oh god, Asphyxia. I do like some of the designs in this game, but man, the gameplay could be very, very tedious all the time. Hey Jay, hey Devil Shooter, how you doing? How's it going? How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. There's also the cult and the child sacrifices to keep away the wrath of the gods across the Glick at Silent Hill. That's true, yeah, they do, integrate much of the order and try to like build off of it too with its like own history, which is cool in concept, but I feel like it kind of detracts from what was already like established previously. I don't know. I do like when there's like implementations of lore, but what I don't like is when it does a lot of retconning. It just feels very contrived and it feels like it's very disingenuous to what was already established prior with the original material, you know? But that's just me though. And maybe other people too. For me, Homecoming is fun, but there's parts that are just tedious. The entire sewer level, oh god, yeah. You gotta love our sewer levels, right? I think Homecoming is the only game that has like a sewer level, right? Yeah. A couple Jacob's Ladder nods in this game. This is true. This is true. Homecoming nurse design? Oh, yeah. Yeah. They are very scandalous when it comes to the nurse design. Very scandalous, we'll say. I don't know any Silent Hill that has enjoyable combat, lol. The best we have in that regard is Silent Hill F, in my opinion. Silent Hill F has, I think, serviceable combat, but at the end of the day, I'm a very, I think, simple person, and I feel like Silent Hill is best when it comes to combat that's simple, you know. Streamlined takes a lot that was already founded from the original games, but does enough to allow it to have some incentive to kind of immerse yourself with that innovative quality, but not too much where it feels like it's like action orientated, you know. I've always liked when Silent Hill games were serviceable when it comes to combat and simple, because that was just always kind of the point, you know. That's true. Combat in Silent Hill is usually referred to as serviceable. Yeah, serviceable, and that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I like Silent Hill 2 remake combat, to be honest. I did too. I know a lot of people had like their like worries and fears, but it turned out to be really good. I actually liked Silent Hill remake's combat. I thought it was like a really huge improvement. and it definitely submits to that sort of modern survival horror combat, but not to the extent to where it felt very overwhelming or overbearing to. Yeah. Silent Hill 1 had a sewer and it sucks too. I wouldn't necessarily say Silent Hill 1's sewer levels were bad. Maybe in terms of like backtracking and trying to like navigate, but that's kind of like the point when it came to the navigation of the sewers. It was meant to be very confusing. Um, but also, I do think in terms like the sort of I guess like the design in Silent Hill 1, I actually didn't mind the sewer level. I thought it was okay. It's not too intrusive. It feels like you're able to navigate once you kind of get like your bearings down. I think the only difficulty is just the I was gonna say air screamer, but I mean the no, not the air screamer, the crawling thingies, the frog monster things. I forgot their names, but yeah, I actually probably like the only one who's like unapologetically in favor of most of Silent Hill 1's level design. The only issue that I kind of have with it, if I have to like nitpick, is just like how easy it is to kind of progress through it since it's like really short. But yeah. I don't think it's a monster underwater, just the bug-like enemies. Yeah, I forgot their names. I forgot their names. I feel bad. And I'm the guy who loves Silent Hill 1 too. It's my favorite game. My brain is fried at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. My brain is fried. Yeah, no, I feel like lately I've actually been able to sleep. I've been able to sleep till like 5 a.m. Lately. And I know it doesn't sound like much of probably anything. I think most people are like, why did you wake up at 5 a.m., Jay? Like, what are you, are you inhumane? And no, I have insomnia. But usually I think like, I wake up like at 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah, like I wake up like really early and, I don't know why. I think like maybe subconsciously speaking, my body became like very cognitively inclined to working at such like a really early time frame. Because I remember last year I'd wake up like at 3 or 2 in the morning just to do like voiceover work. Because that was like the only time I could do those voiceover works. Because everyone in the house is like asleep and I can have that time to dedicate to that. But recently I just can't, so now I still do voiceover work, but now it's just kind of like finding, I guess, like intervals throughout the day to do that. But I also take more time with that. I try not to like do it too long because for one I have acid reflux, so years of doing or years of this condition of mine, it's created like a lot of strain on my voice, so sometimes like you'll hear my voice kind of like this where it's kind of like really monotone and deep, stuff something like that. My voice can like really like get like that sort of like gravelly, if that's even a word. I don't think it is. But I've been trying to like repress that, not repress, but I've been trying to sort of regress from kind of like forcing that, I guess, when it comes to like the VA work. Because my God, it's one thing to like be like a spokesperson when you're streaming, but it's another thing when you're reading from a script, because there's like a lot of like fumbling your words and like slurs and just like misreading I guess like the script itself. It's a lot. So yeah, but yeah. Yeah, I think I've been improving on my sleep schedule. I think that's like a good thing too. Jay can sing. I cannot sing. I cannot sing for the life of me. Thank you. I appreciate it, but I cannot sing. Yeah, no. Waking up at 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. This normal for me working in the morning till the afternoon. I see. Yeah, I remember when I used to do warehouse work. Admittedly, though, it was a temp job. I used to work at a warehouse and I had to wake up like at, I think 5 or 6 in the morning because I had to be there at 6 a no, I had to be there at 6 a.m. because we had like 8-hour shifts. So in retrospect, I remember I had to wake up like at 4 or 5 in the morning and like drive down over there. So yeah, I feel that. I feel that, Donald. I feel that. Cigarette type voice? Yeah. Oh man. I'm back from the market chat with my milk and cigarettes. Invest in cough drops, Mr. J? It's okay. I don't need cough drops only when it's really bad. It's why I drink water like every single hour, just to stay hydrated. The only trade-off is I have to like urinate frequently because I have like a really overactive bladder. It's really annoying when people say like, "Oh, like I can hold my pee for like 4 to 5 hours." I'm like, how the what? Like I go like every hour or something because it's just like so like overactive. It's annoying. It's why like we frequently have breaks throughout the stream because I have to like use a restroom. So you guys are lucky. But it's good to stay hydrated though. Subscribe and dropping a like. Love the sound of content and have watched some vids before. Oh, thank you, Matt Pulls. I'm glad, man. Thank you. I really appreciate the subscription. Helps in many ways more than one, and I'm glad you enjoy the content on Silent Hill. Yeah, definitely more content to come. Recently I've just been kind of focusing my shift towards streaming. I've been trying to like I guess like what's it called, manage streaming and videos. But lately I've been taking more time on more long form content with the videos because I do admittedly like making videos that are like 1 hour long because they just feel like the most, I think, incentivizing, if that's a word, to viewers, but also to me too, because I feel like for me I love watching videos that are like long form, like 1 hour long, kind of like watching like those like shows that are like 40 minutes to an hour. That's the type of content I love to like dive into, and likewise I imagine you guys do too. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. But yeah. Anyways, I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to go. I will admit, chat, I have not tested Santa Homecoming to see if it's going to work before stream. I'm so sorry. I think we should be fine though. I think we should be okay. Let me first get the game running. You may actually hear the audio right now, I think. Let's see. Do 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 do. Okay, now let's switch to desktop. Oh, okay. Well, that's showing, which is good. But here's Homecoming. I have not played this in a year, by the way. The last time I played this before I started it was August of last year, which is hilarious in retrospect. Oh, okay. Uh-oh, the game crashed. Oh no. Okay, let's try this again. It was playing. I just think when I have to tab off to my other monitor, it seems like the game crashes for some reason. Don't know why. This game has a really rough port, but I did download the mod by Unknown Project, which should have it be fine. It should run okay, in theory. At least that's my hope. Okay, we're already, hmm. I use your live streams as background noise while I work when I'm running out of your streams to watch. Oh, no. Well, hey, we have more streams to come, so the supply will be there for sure, absolutely. This is me. Let's try this again. Okay. Uh why are we doing this right now? Okay, if I recall last year, I think we also had some issues running the game as well for some fucking reason. Let's see. Task manager. Okay, that's not. Okay, I remember last year we had I think issues too. So, oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun, that's for sure. Time for the Jacob's Ladder intro to this game. Love Homecoming's theme. I do too. I wish we could hear Homecoming's theme, cause I would love to hear it. Here, let me can I at least switch to Task Manager? Let's see. Uh, can I drag Task Manager to my other monitor? Maybe? Um, I would like to. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Okay. So this is gonna be really weird, chat. I'm on a different desktop, so I can't really see the chat right now because I'm trying to like end the task for homecoming right now. Okay. This is gonna be a little bit of trial and error. I apologize. Just give me 1 second, chat. Uno momento, por favor. I'm sorry. This might be a little bit. No, I don't want to go on. Not next station. This might be a little bit of a scuff stream for right now. I do want. I should have prefaced beforehand, but running this game is a bit of a hassle. We're not running this on the RPCS3 emulator. Um, just a preface. So we're running this on the port, but I did download the mod for this game. So let's see. It was running right now too. So I don't know why we're having issues right now. For some reason, it's not loading. It was running perfectly fine too. Hello from UK. I think Homecoming is a good game when it works. You know, Jack Robinson, you are saying the words that we all need to hear. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why it was not it was literally like running like not too long ago. So what is going on? What the hell? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, chat. I should have ran this beforehand, before we started stream. Okay, let's see. Desktop 1. Okay. Um, can I end task again? Oh man, the anxiety is really bad. Okay, let's maybe we should restart Steam? I don't know. I luckily picked up Homecoming disc for $7 in my local game store, lol. Nice. Enjoy. Nice, I still have my physical copy too. Cool. Yeah, I usually don't bother with my PC copy and just go to emulation as well. I probably should have done that, but the thing is that we did have issues when it came to running the game last year, but we were able to run it successfully. So I don't know why the reason why we're having the issue of it like running. I don't know if it's because we need to reinstall it because it was running just fine as I was on the other monitor. So let's try this one more time. I tried running it from the .exe file. So let's try again maybe with Steam. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. Are we good? I think we're good. I might have to use my phone for chat. Might have to use my phone for chat. That's the only issue, because whenever I alt-tab, the game kind of crashes. How are we doing, chat? I think we can hear, right? Okay. I was about to drink water, but I'm kind of like focused. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like how the music's playing on this earphone and then the sound effects on here. That's so weird. Okay. Alright, I'm just okay. I can still see chat. I might just have to use my phone as a backup. Maybe. When when all else fails, EXE for the win. Well, that's the thing, we're playing it from a Steam launcher. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up brightness a little bit because this game could be a little bit dark. Okay, resolution 1080p, 1920, quality high. I think we're good. My monitor refresh rate is 180. This is, yep, that's correct. Okay, game options, inverted aim, subtitles, vibration, controls, use mouse and keyboard, use controller. I don't think controller support works for this game, so we will have to use mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard could be a little finicky too, admittedly, so we'll do what we can. We'll do our best. Okay, let's... Okay, audio's having a bit of an issue, I think. I don't know why. Okay, there's like a bit of a weird delay. Okay, huh. Yeah, the PC port's really janky. So emulation probably was the best way to go, but if this does not seem to be viable or feasible, then next time we stream this game, we'll do the emulation or the emulator for the PCS3. The only reason why I'm doing the PC port is because there's an unofficial mod from Unknown Project who did a lot of quality of life improvements when it came to the frame rate, the resolution, the audio mixing, which I do have downloaded. So we'll see if that's translated when we start gameplay. I think we should be okay though. The nicest thing I can say about Homecoming is that it's just something you can turn your brain off of to kill and spend some time with. It's just kind of background noise. Yeah, much of the time, I feel like most of the post-Team Sonic games are background noise to me.
Hey, where are you taking me?
Unfortunately.
No!
I could just never get into them, but
Where am I, man?
to each other one's own, I guess. That's it, I'm throwing out my 165 hertz monitor. I have a 360 hertz OLED monitor, and looking back, it was a big overkill.
Where are you
I mean,
going?
hey, as long as it works, right?
Don't leave me here!
Silent Hill on keyboard sounds like hell, to be honest. Well, I mean, Silent Hill 2 Remake works with keyboard, same with Silent Hill F, but the Silent Hill games always felt more preferable when it came to, controller. Oh, hey, chat, look who that is. I wonder who that could be. I wonder who that could be with that big old great knife. Future-proofing for cybernetic eyes. Do you have a PS3 and a capture card? If so, you can just port the PS3 into your OBS if you're using that. No, I do not own any console. I only own, what's it called? A PC. My PC is pretty much used for everything and anything when it comes to work and also gaming, likewise. I'm gonna see what the performance is right now. Let's see. Oh wow, okay, 30 frames per second. Really? Okay, I could have sworn that I downloaded the mod, but it seems like the mod's not active right now. Maybe it's because I had to download an update and I failed to do that beforehand. Okay. Wow, alright, so it seems like we're playing from vanilla, which makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely 30 frames per second, that's for sure. With the mod, it's past 60 frames per second. And also, I'm hearing the audio coming from the right earphone as opposed to the left one. While the sound effects is on the right, and then on the left is like the audio and the ambient. It's really weird. Okay, yeah. I definitely failed to I think implement the mod beforehand. God, okay. If things go to shit, then we will, yeah, okay. The mod's not active. Just like the JPEG alone, it's already cut off. Okay. Room 205, patient went missing last scene of the day. Room after a confrontation with another. Okay, and I mean, we can do some like quality of life improvements by, I guess, reinstalling the mod or updating it, but I would have to like look at a tutorial to do that, and I don't think I want to do troubleshooting on stream. I usually like to keep things professional. We'll see how far we get, and I don't know, if people are inclined to see me like try to improve upon the game with a mod patch or some like troubleshooting and tinkering, then we can maybe do that, but I don't know how I feel about doing that. right off the bat, this game is just dumb as hell and completely ridiculous. One of my favorite parts about this game is when you're in Alchemilla Hospital, and yes, this is Alchemilla Hospital, is specifically in this hall when you get jump scared by the most just unsubtle way of seeing a jump scare. You'll see when we get to it. I wonder how we got here. The little mannequin doll. Hop over. Basic weapons combat. Today's soldier needs to be prepared for the rigors of training and beyond. These are techniques that are going to keep you alive and out in the field. Equipping a weapon. To equip a weapon, open the weapon menu and select your weapon of choice. How to use combat stance and targeting. To get your combat ready stance, hold or tap the target button of a melee weapon equipped. When you enter combat stance and enemies are present, you will automatically target the closest enemy in your field of view. If multiple enemies are surrounding you, the target will be the closest hostile. The targeted enemy will be highlighted by the flashlight. To change targets, move the mouse in the direction of that target, typically left or right. To break targeting at any time, exit combat stance by releasing the target button or tapping it again. Charge attack okay, yeah, oh no. There's just so much elaboration. Take the x-ray film. You get the x-ray film. Okay. You know what? I think the reason why this isn't being translated to the mod, it's because we're not playing it from the .exe. And when we try to, for some reason, the game just wasn't running for some reason. I think that's what we were supposed to do. Yeah, yeah. This is the vanilla PC port for sure. Like, it's pretty bad. Okay. Alright. We'll see how far we get, if we even get far at all. Ah, jump scare. Oh my god. Oh man. I love how you can like just see the physics meshing with the the textures. Oh my god. You can just see it like meshing with the textures. It's so, oh my god, and the ragdoll physics too. You gotta love Homecoming. Okay. Inventory is going to be, let's see, Q? Here we go. 624872. We did it, yay! Okay. 624872. 624872. 2. There we go. Just mirror your monitor. Jay's lying, he's got a Vita too. That's probably, well, I had a Vita, but I sold it. I sold it off of eBay. Jay, go for the UFO ending? I do not know how to go for the UFO ending. I generally don't know how to go for any of the endings, if I'm being honest. Just the normal. I think there's a map you missed. Oh, here we go. I mean, we don't really need the map, to be honest. It's a really short section here. It's not too long at all whatsoever.
Josh, where are you going?
Wait, Sonic game, is this one? This is Homecoming, Lauren. This is Homecoming. This is the 6th mainline entry in the Silent Hill franchise. Or, well, at least the mainline games, if we're going off of that. I got a child's drawing of Robbie the Rabbit. Looks like the lock is broken, I can't open it.
Josh, stop!
You may get soft locked when you go upstairs and do the bookshelf puzzle at your house without the patch. Okay, see, all the more reason for me to probably restart the game if necessary, which I think it most likely will. Let's save, I guess, just in case, if we do need to restart, which I think we might have to. Actually, let's see, hold on 1 second, chat. I want to see something really quickly. Let's quit. Load game. Okay, the save is there. Okay, I want to try something. I want to see if we start from the executable, if the game will have the patch installed. Because if we do look here at the files and well, for the folder, I do have the mod installed, which is supposed to make it run like, you know, it run while in function. Let's see. It should all be here, which I believe it is. And this is through this specifically, the mod, I believe. So, or do I have it installed? I do believe I do. Let's see. 2026. Okay. Yeah, this is all from previously this is all from a year ago. I don't think, yeah, okay, so I do have the mod installed. The mod is installed. So I'm wondering if the reason why it wasn't functioning was because I didn't play it from the executable, which should be here. But let's see really quickly. Okay, yep, no, it's installed. Okay. Maybe the reason why it wasn't loading properly was because I had the folder on my other monitor. Okay, let's see. It should work. It should function. If it doesn't, then we'll say screw it and we'll just play it how we were vanilla when it came to like playing it uh I guess like from the vanilla sort of approach, but let's see. Okay. Game's running. Let's see. I think I may have to update the mod though. I think I may have had to update the mod possibly. Options. Yeah, I'm still hearing the audio play from one end of this ear and then the other end as well. I can't even see the, yeah, no, okay. Yeah, okay. I think things are still the same, unfortunately. Konami code! Also, don't feel bad about having to troubleshoot it. Troubleshooting is just part of the homecoming experience. Yeah. Well, if we did have an emulator, then it wouldn't have to be, right? Also, I do still think we're still playing from the vanilla. Okay, well, this time I can't even have Steam pop up, unfortunately. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, this is still 30 frames. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, the mod probably needs to be updated because it should have the quality of life improvements implemented, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like it does. So I think on my part it was my bad. I should have probably looked into the mod to see if it was updated, which I think it was, so I might have to re-download it afterwards, which is fine. I'll do that on my own time, I guess. Hey Chocolate, how are you doing? If a game has recently been changed, updated, you may have to get updated version. Yeah, I'm thinking to Robinson, thinking that I might have to do that as well. Alright, well, that was very lackluster. Alright. Looks like the lock is broken, I can't open it. Alrighty. That was very underwhelming. Hardest part was getting the game to open. Like this character, it really is a lie if you believe you were in the army using that philosophy. I had no issue putting on my CV. I worked for NASA, invented the question mark, and discovered water. That checks out. I discovered water in my fridge earlier. Yeah, man, I'm really sad that the mod's not functioning or just being implemented whatsoever. wheelchair jump scare. Okay. The scene is so Silent Hill movie coded. It's so Silent Hill, obviously. I mean, look, you got the other world, you have the industrial-like quality, you have the fans. It's just like Silent Hill. The Silent Hill we all know and love. You even have the radio. What's wrong with that radio? You even have the nurses from Silent Hill 2. Very Silent Hill. One thing I never understood about Homecoming was the use of Pyramid Head in the game. Why do they use them when it's not necessary to, as one of James' manifestations? It's not, I would say, they wanted to use Pyramid Head when it came to like a sort of narrative sense. The reason why is because back in the, I would say, I guess like 2000s, when Silent Hill sort of had this, I guess like, oh shit, this sort of, I guess like notoriety and popularity going on, such as, you know, with the movie and the recent games. It was like sort of like in this infamousy, like in this state where it was pretty popular. Not saying that it wasn't prior, but I do think that the movie really allowed it to kind of manifest and sort of like become like really huge when it came to like this like surgence in the sort of like, you know, Silent Hill franchise. So I think because of Pyramid Head being in the movie, people sort of saw Pyramid Head as like this I guess like horror movie monster slasher, sort of like in the, I guess like context of like maybe Jason from Friday the 13th or Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. And so people kind of had this sort of like I guess like notion that, oh, he's like a horror movie monster and he's, you know, one of like the slasher movie monsters you'd see in those types of movies. And so, you know, he was basically like this like iconography for being like the sort of unofficial official like mascot of the franchise, and Konami knew this. Like Konami knew this very well, and so they went against Masahiro Ito's words, which was, hey, like Pyramid Head is specifically used for James when it comes to like a, you know, narrative standpoint, for being, you know, the manifestation of James's guilt and you know, sins that are in conjunction with the, you know, the actions that he did that he feels ashamed for when it came to killing Mary, and that sort of being provoked with the physical what's it called the physical, again, manifestation of Pyramid Head, encompassing much of that. Oh wow, okay, yeah, the frame rate's really bad. Jesus Christ. How do I take you off? Oh, space. Okay, space? It seems like, okay, I guess it's space. Wow, we're about to die. Wow, okay. Of course it's space. Why wouldn't it be space? Can I, heal? We can heal. Yeah. Anyways, so Pyramid Head from a narrative standpoint is obviously in service to James to forward his sort of progression and journey and gaining this understanding of what he did wrong to make him come to that conclusion, to come to acceptance of what he did when it came to his actions, which was, of course, killing Mary. And it kind of comes to understanding James from this like psychological standpoint and what he was thinking, retroactively speaking, but also how he is encompassing this like morally gray standard that we can, you know, definitely see when it comes to translating James as a character. But the whole point of me, I guess, like kind of sinking into James and also the sort of parallel that we see towards him and Pyramid Head is how Pyramid Head is in service to being an allegory for James's guilt and you know, sort of like sins that are meant to be a punishment towards what he did, and seeking that out, which is derived through Pyramid Head. But Pyramid Head is also in service to the town's history, being in semblance towards the town's executioners, which is why Pyramid Head kind of like embodies this whole sort of like I guess like attire, which is like a butcher, like with like a butcher smock, you know, the boots, the what's it called, like the gloves. That's what it's supposed to portray. And that's mostly because of James's, you know, trip to Silent Hill with Mary before the whole events of that game taking place, and sort of having that seek into his like subconscious, and that being manifested and derived through the supernatural, psychological, I guess, like nature, mysticism through Silent Hill's like power, and which is why we see Pyramid Head the way he is and why he's designed like that. Abstract in its quality because that's just Masahiro's sort of like design and approach when it comes to his overall I guess like artistic expression, which is of course like BDSM but also like industrial like, which is why Pyramid Head also has like the sort of like pyramid shaped helmet. But I believe much of that is also inspired by the sort of like World War II, I think, tanks, if I recall. Which you can definitely see in much of his design too when it comes to like, at least like his helmet. But anyways, I'm kind of going into like territory, which is I guess like the history behind Pyramid Head and also his reasoning for even like being derived, and like his whole like purpose in Silent Hill 2. But basically Konami wanted to capitalize on Pyramid Head when it came to his character. Because it was just basically the sort of I guess like a sort of what's it called, what's the word, I'm running out of like words to like even to even express the face. He is the face, or well, he was the face at the time when it came to Silent Hill. And people just kind of knew Silent Hill because of Pyramid Head. And so having Pyramid Head by proxy in much of the Silent Hill entries was basically Konami's sort of like cash cow. And basically like their sort of like survival horror monster that allowed them to kind of allow people to sort of have incentive to even, you know, care about Silent Hill. And know Silent Hill was because of Pyramid Head essentially. It's sort of like how Resident Evil has like Nemesis, and how people know Resident Evil not solely because of Nemesis, but when you see Nemesis you think Resident Evil. It's sort of like that, I guess like a dichotomy really. What am I doing? But yeah, anyways, that's why you see Pyramid Head in much of the subsequent entries. Not because there's like an actual reason, narratively speaking, or even like through like symbolically as well. It's just because it's mostly just to capitalize on his sort of you know, I guess like portrayal, and just when it came to like profits, really, and Konami enforcing his appearance in many of the entries afterward when it came to Silent Hill 2. How'd you get here? Pyramid Head is based off of the historical town executioners. Exactly, yeah. It's a shame they took Pyramid Head out of context to what his original purpose was. I wish they hadn't and just left it to James' personal manifestation. Of course, I think that's like the notion, obviously, but when you're a company like Konami and you want to, you know, make a profit, obviously you're going to do whatever means necessary, even if it means to go against the wishes by the creator in question, which is Masahiro Ito. Konami didn't care, you know, their whole reason for even wanting to use Pyramid Head was just for profit, essentially. But nowadays it's much more lenient. We still see Pyramid Head, but the last time we did was albeit through the remake, but that's because it's a remake of the original, so that makes sense. But when it comes to Pyramid Head's sort of portrayal nowadays, he's mostly through merchandise, I would say. He's still really popular, obviously, but we only see him through, like, merch. So, like, the statues, maybe, like, I guess, like, apparel, etc. I want to help you. I don't think I can help you. I want to help you. But compared to, like, a decade ago, yeah, he was, like, just being just passed around like no tomorrow.
Okay, I'll go see
without
what I
rhyme
can
or
find.
reason. Ito said he designed multiple pyramid heads. He wasn't initially Pyramid Head, he was Red Pyramid Thing. Yeah, a lot of people forget, but he was called not initially Pyramid Head, but Red Pyramid Thing. James actually does refer to Pyramid Head as Pyramid Head in the original, but he was initially called, if we want to go by his legal name, as Red Pyramid Thing. And I would say in his like subsequent appearances, even through like crossovers, people like, for example, Dead by Daylight, I think, actually no, not Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight calls Pyramid Head as the executioner, right? I think it's Monsters and Mortals. They call Pyramid Head by his actual name, Red Pyramid Thing. But even through like the merch, they refer to Pyramid Head as Red Pyramid Thing as well. So he does, you know, get called by his official name. It's just Pyramid Head is just kind of the sort of name that people just went with because it's just really easy to remember, I would say. Maybe even like much more preferable too. Ito just said he designed that pyramid for James. Doesn't mean the town can't continue to manifest them. The town does all the work. James is just a regular guy with no powers. That's the thing though, is I feel like when you try to manifest Pyramid Head through the town, which isn't, again, in service to James, it just kind of feels very derivative because it just loses all sense and purpose of what made Pyramid Head special. When you see Pyramid Head as not just in service to James and as like a folklore or fairy tale, it just kind of feels very disingenuous to not just like the original reason behind Pyramid Head, but it just feels like it loses all that sort of I guess specialty behind him and his sense of purpose. Masuhiro Ito did make other Pyramid Heads, like the Pyramid Head called White Hunter from the Russian novel, the exclusive Russian novel, which he did actually reference when it came to you know, other uses for Pyramid Head and like crossovers, for example. Dead by Daylight used Pyramid Head off of his Silent Hill 2 appearance, but when Ito was asked in question to what was it called, Pyramid Head's appearance, he would have preferred if they used like his other Pyramid Head designs, like White Hunter, for example, but they didn't. I'm assuming it's just because they're going off of what, you know, the notable design, because everyone knows Pyramid Head for his Silent Hill 2 portrayal. Yeah, but no. I don't like when Pyramid Head's used for other reasons. It just feels very disingenuous, and it really feels like they're just trying to sort of kind of, you know, find reasons to capitalize on him, even if there is an incentive and there is sort of like I guess like a purpose. It just feels very disingenuous to me. It feels like it's very enforced, you know? Like, when you play Homecoming and you see Pyramid Head, you don't think, oh, it's the boogeyman, it's like an archetype of Pyramid Head, but just a different one, you know? Like, you just think, oh, it's Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. And there is that notion, you know? Like, when I see Pyramid Head in this game, I don't think, oh, it's the boogeyman, which is the name that they go with, mind you, in this game. I just think it's Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. Regardless of the lore that's implemented in this game to give reason for his portrayal, I just think objectively it's Pyramid Head, you know? Nothing more, nothing less. Let's see. Oh, right, Robbie. I'm new here, just found your videos a month ago and I love how deep you go into the lore. Oh, thank you, King Louie. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I hope likewise you enjoy the streams too. Thank you so much for the kind regards. I continue to watch and enjoy falling asleep to the content. Oh, thank you, King Louie. I'm glad. That's always my goal. His government name, if you... John Pyramid Head, yeah. Hey, Lights, how you doing, by the way? In the industry, we call that milking the hell out of it. Yeah. It's called milking the cash cow. Just got the bread achievement in Silent Hill Remake. Let's go. That's right, Shy. You've been playing Silent Hill Remake. I already been having a great time. That's awesome. I'm glad. It's remade from the 2000s movie, though. This one?
Josh,
No, not necessarily. In terms of design, yes. but when it comes to the lore reason in this game, they refer to him as the Boogeyman. The reason why is because this is the game's sort of like in-universe reason for having Pyramid Head exist. There are a lot of contrivances, mind you, but basically like the lore behind Homecoming is the town sort of has like this folklore, which is the Boogeyman, which is what kids see when it comes to, I guess, this universe's, I guess, like Boogeyman, which is basically Pyramid Head essentially. But because of the town sort of like, I guess, like having this kind of like what's it called, I don't want to say hive mind, but the sort of like, I guess, like subconscious sort of I guess like connection because of the town of Silent Hill, they essentially portray Pyramid Head as like the Boogeyman, which is derived from like the kids' fears, subconscious fears, and I guess like yeah, like fears, and I guess like Pyramid Head is that Boogeyman, which is the reason why they sort of like have him in terms of like design essentially. It's very contrived, obviously, and they know it too through interviews when it comes to the devs from Double Helix Studios, I believe. Double Helix. I was about to say Climax, but Climax is Origins and Shadow Memories. But that's sort of like the long-witted like contrivance when it comes to having its implementation in this game. But no, Pyramid Head in this game is by definition referred to as the Boogeyman. It's hilarious. In retrospect, when it comes to like the whole loophole for having it in this game. I'm almost at the end. Oh man, gotta have those 7 other playthroughs. There's 8 endings in the remake. There's a lot of endings in that game. Every time I see Pyramid Head, I scream it's the guy from Dave. At least the music in this game is great, like just like always, because of Yamaoka, baby. Also, this is Travis. This is Travis Grady. He makes a cameo for some reason, because of I guess the whole expanded universe, I suppose. I don't know. Oh hell no, potatoes, no Fortnite. Yeah, I just mean design. He's from the movie that came out around the same time. He shows up only a couple times, and in one of the endings where Alex can become one, also alluding to multiple Pyramid Heads. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, his appearance in this game is just really weird. It's definitely forced, obviously, but even like when you see him, like you don't really have much of a use for him. He's just kind of there, you know? Which we just saw, well, vaguely. He dies in Alex's sort of dream, but you see him one more time in the Grand Hotel, and he just kind of looks at you menacingly, and then he just kind of like goes away. And it's just like, oh, okay. Like, there's no other purpose for his use in this game other than just reference and just like visual iconography, because oh, it's Pyramid Head. It's that guy from Silent 2. Oh my god, he's so cool. But anyways, yeah. Oh man, I really want to play this now. Hey, what's up, Dojo Style? If you are, please remember to download a patch, because my god, running this game on PC, it's very yikes. We do have a mod installed, it's just, for some reason, it's not functioning properly. So when we do say our goodbyes for today, I will have to re-download it, or update it, actually. Might actually maybe even switch to the RPCS3 version through emulation, just for the sake of consistency. It's the banner for the 150th anniversary parade. Okay. Actually, like, this song might be in the minority though on that. Well, it's all good. I actually do like what's it called? The main theme of this game. I forgot what it's called. I do like it though. I really do. I just noticed how high the trailer sits over the truck now. Yeah. The game was hilarious. I've always looked at it as an almost parody of Silent Hill. In some ways, it can definitely feel like a parody. Maybe even like it kind of feels like a mockery in some shape, way, or form. I don't know if that's like a harsh word to say, maybe, but I don't know. Apparently he was supposed to be more present in the game and have chase scenes.
This place.
I love chase scenes in my Silent Hill game. LOL, Travis is here making a cameo for some reason. Love this. No, really, like, that is Travis. He's just kind of there. Yeah. Also, this is a really ugly game. The graphics really do show how archaic the engine this game is running on is. And it sounds like really mean to say, but when you compare this to like Origins, for example, a much older game, and even the games on the PS2 from the Team Silent quadrilogy, Silent Hill 3 especially, compared to this game, like it's kind of insane like how bad this game holds up in terms of graphical quality and fidelity. It's a really ugly game. But it's fine, it's okay. I don't think it's meant to kind of I think us I guess like what's it called? Significant, not significant. Oh, I can't speak today, my god. Signify like the graphical, I don't know, quality back then, maybe on the PS3, Xbox 360. Yeah. Pyramid Head's history, like other monsters in the series, they're interesting for what they represent, if not being overused. Yeah, in this context, it's obviously meant to be like a parallel to Travis, I guess, for his like nightmares and his fears, I guess. If we're being honest, his trauma, his guilt for killing his brother, much like a certain someone who's blonde and likewise wears a military jacket. Yeah. I remember before even knowing Silent Hill was a video game series and coming across Pyramid Head from watching the first Silent Hill movie and being confused as to what the hell he was. I imagine anyone would have been confused as well. Yeah. Such a very huge misservice for his appearance here. Well, actually, you're all wrong, guys. His name is the game. In this game is Pyramid Head. His Head Pyramid. Head Pyramid. See, totally different character, yeah. I don't think it's ugly per se. I think this art style makes up for the graphical shortcomings. I don't know. I think when you look at the character models, like how we just saw, I just forgot her name. L something? She looked really, really bad. Travis is probably like the only good looking, I guess, like, character model in this game, which I guess makes sense. But, yeah. Insane thing how Silent Hill 3 is not available to buy legally on PC. Unfortunately, no, but hopefully someday it is. Hopefully one day we do get that port. That'd be great. Jay, if you think this looks bad, wait till you see the movie. Yeah. Yeah. I still have yet to watch Return of Silent Hill. Military jacket, question mark. Was that a Silent Hill reference? Absolutely. PS3 games never really look good in my opinion. I don't know if that's true. I feel like there's definitely like a backlog of PS3 games that look really good from back then. I never owned a PS3, but I feel like there are games that look really good on the PS3 back in the day for sure. I just can't think of any right now, which I know sounds like really hypocritical, but there definitely is. I think if someone in chat has like a good like idea, they can definitely like reference them for sure. Judge Holland? Ah, there you go. Right, the judge of the town or something. It's funny how many people cosplay Pyramid Head without knowing he came from James Sunderland's mind, or even that Silent Hill was a game before it was a movie and just thought he looked cool, haha. That's the thing, is that I feel like people like Pyramid Head just because of his design, and like that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but when it comes to like approaching someone and actually questioning like, hey, like how come like you like Pyramid Head, and it's, you know, like do you know like his like original purpose and design, I feel like they'll just go off of like, oh no, not really, I just think he looks really cool. And it's like, I mean, yeah, he looks cool, but you know, like, is there like any like other like productive like, you know, thought like you have behind him, or you know? It's like, no, it's just he just looks cool, that's all. Interesting family portrait. Yeah, I definitely had to download the mod again, or re-download it and update it, because man, it is really scuffed right now. Yeah, like you can hear the music with the like audio bug. It's really, really yikes. For Halloween or whatever. The Last of Us had good graphics. The Last of Us is definitely one of them too. Uncharted is another one too as well. Anything from Naughty Dog, really, really well done in terms of graphical fidelity and just overall graphic design. An old cassette tape label's been ripped off. I wonder what it's on. I got a cassette tape. My take on the PS3 360 generation was that it went too much realism instead of unique art style compared to systems like Dreamcast or PS1, PS2. There was actually a video I watched, which actually went into the PS3 sort of like history and its overall, like in a retrospective fashion. And one interesting, I think, point of contention for when it came to the whole design, when it came to the console generation of the PS3 and Xbox 360, which I think a lot of people reference to having like this sort of like piss filter or the filter where everything was like really gray and muggy, was because of the politics at the time, which was in a post, I believe like I think 9/11 and also I think the war that was going on too with I think Iraq. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I don't want to let my ignorance be something that is to go off of, but you know, during that time frame, which I think was sort of like I guess like a means of kind of like expressing that, and I guess an artistic fashion, which was again like I guess like in semblance too much of like the games back in the day. Which is why, like, for example, like this game, it's like really muggy in terms of like its graphics, but also that was just kind of like the sort of like design back in the day, which was, you know, much of that sort of like generation was in favor of like having like gray, gritty realism. Not just from like a, I guess like a politics standpoint, but also because graphics were much more progressive, and obviously likewise when it came to just like video games, you know, back then, we jumped significantly from the PS2, the Xbox, to the Xbox 360 and PS3. And I think when you kind of translate that to this game compared to like the games on the PS2, like obviously like you can definitely see that for sure. This is Joshua's bug collection. One time I helped him catch some spiders in the backyard. He loves spiders for some weird reason. Josh would make great friends with a certain girl. I think her name is like Alessia Gillespie. I don't know. I actually like this part of exploring the house with the music playing in the background. It's pretty chill. Yeah. Can you get soft locked here? That's what everyone's telling me. Yeah. Bookshop has seen better days, but there was something special about it. Um. Uh. I know you're supposed to go behind here, but am I missing something, or I think I'm missing something, chat. Maybe a certain book. That's a toy gun. I think I'm missing something, but we're supposed to go behind here for sure. Yeah. PS3 actually started the good graphics movement on console. Issues, the game is just poorly developed and not good, lol. Well, there's also the conversation of just developers having a really hard time when it came to developing games for the PS3, because it was just such a very frustrating console to develop on, from if memory serves correctly. It was a really difficult console to develop games on. It's why people favored the Xbox 360 in retrospect. Okay. Everything felt like a military COD shooter with a piss filter or brown and bloom. Yeah, the Mexico filter. Wish I joined the stream earlier. Hey, what's up, Harold Mason? Long time to see. How you doing? It's okay. We're still like in the early, like beginning of this game, I guess. My butterflies give me PTSD because of COD. Yeah. Yeah, but the brown filter and the sort of like kind of like rugged realism for these games back then had a lot to do with the more social economical politics of back then. I guess like the whole culture definitely for sure. A lot of military shooters as well, and that was definitely popularized because of like COD, for example. Medal of Honor is a big one too, if anyone even remembers that. SOCOM, a lot of military shooters back then, for sure. Yep, the cell processor was difficult to develop for, but when devs knew how to use it, it was amazing. Metal Gear Solid 4, Last of Us,
What
God
are
of War
you
3,
doing?
etc. Oh, absolutely, yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Just got discharged. I was in the hospital for a bit, but I'm all right now.
You've been gone too long.
Hey, not Mary. Hey, not Mary Sunderland.
Where is everybody?
Oh, man. I remember
Where's Josh?
renting Medal of Honor for the PS1 way back then. I remember my dad, when he used to play video games,
Your father
my
lives
dad's
in
a
Florida.
military veteran, so for him, he
Yeah,
used to
he's
love
gone.
playing like a SOCOM, Medal of Honor, Call of
Everyone's
Duty,
gone.
but more so from like a single player narrative standpoint, I guess. I remember he kind of like introduced me to like those like military shooters as well. My dad was like the cool dad, where like like when my mom was like, kind of
Come on.
lamenting about like, me playing like military shooters or something. My dad was like, oh yeah, no, sure, I'll make sure like he doesn't.
Mom.
No. My dad always got me like the Halo or the Call of
I
Duty or
miss your
something.
brother, Alex.
Yeah, love my dad for that. I'm gonna try The Last Guardian with my VR. That sounds great. VR makes me ill, unfortunately, so I can't play for long periods at a time. Have fun
I just have a
with
feeling
The
this is
Last
something.
Guardian, Lauren.
Don't
I
worry about it.
did try
I'll find
VR,
Josh.
and likewise, I'm not a big fan of VR. To me, VR is cool, but it definitely feels like a novelty. Um, I don't
Your
have
glasses.
motion sickness, but it
What was
did
that?
really hurt my eyes after like just 30 minutes of a play session,
Basement.
which sucks because I do think VR games could be really cool.
I'm gonna go look
Um,
around.
I would love
You
to have a
just stay
Silent Hill
here.
game in VR, but it just really hurt my eyes. Like I just could not play for like long sessions, unfortunately, which is a shame. But have fun with Last Guardian. Tell me how that goes. Just got a message from the official Konami store telling me that a 5-foot long Jameson Island pillow is being shipped to my residence. Oh god, where am I gonna put this thing? In the darkest corners where no one's gonna find them. Dojido style. Love your hair, Jay, by the way. Or love your hair, by the way, Jay. Oh, thank you, Squid. Thank you. It's like a wolf cut, kind of. It's like a wolf cut. Thank you for the kind compliment. Nobody can rock the J. That's not true. I think anyone can. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. I want to play that cave diving VR game. Cave diving VR game. I don't know what you're referring to. Sounds interesting though. Yeah, I get the point of view, but yeah, that happens to me too, but worse stuff too, unfortunately. But thank you for telling me to have fun. Yeah, of course. Have fun. Make sure to take breaks. I recommend definitely taking breaks. I played every Silent Hill game except Memories. Have you played Origins? If so, how do you feel about it? We actually did play Origins earlier this week. Baltimore? It's okay. It's a fine game. It does what it needs to do. Nothing crazy, I would say. It's fine. Much like this game's combat, it is just fine. Jay is rocking the Aragon hair? Aragorn? Aragorn? I don't know what that's from, I'm sorry. I feel so, out of touch. I feel very out of touch with the references. It's a VR game where you climb through caves like a Nutty Putty game. It looks claustrophobic. Oh, I probably hate that. That's a no for me, dog. Is that Leonard from Sound 03? Yes, it is. Probably you could combat roll. Silent Hill VR could be an interesting game, like Half-Life Alyx attempted to be in VR. When it comes to being a Silent Hill game, it needed good controls of being a VR game. I definitely feel like if they lock in for a VR game that's Silent Hill, it definitely could work for sure. I think the closest we could have seen from that was through PT, the cancel Silent Hill game. I think PT maybe had the intentions of being a VR game. It was definitely around the time when VR was firstly being introduced to the video game industry and a video game audience. I do think Silent Hills was purposed right for sort of like going in the approach of being a VR game, maybe? I don't recall. I don't remember really seeing any interviews being, when it came to Silent Hills or PT and it being purpose for like a VR, I guess, framework. But who knows? Maybe. Do.
Alex, honey. Not now.
I will say, she looks really comfy and cozy. Dead inside. Anyway, okay. So that's locked. Yeah, this is locked. I won't budge. Alright, I guess we're still exploring, I guess. Hey, Ezra, how you doing? Welcome, we're playing Homecoming today. Everyone's favorite Silent Hill game. Let's see. It's locked, I need a key to open it. Did we ever figure out what to do here, chat? I don't think we did, right? Oh, what's this? Oh, we can move this? Oh, I didn't even know we can move this. Okay, wow, alright. Well, there you go. Looks like a map of our house running cran. Cool. Alright, well, I mean, not really much to go off of, I guess, because we already, you know, kind of explored everywhere we need to go. Alright, well, I mean, hey, there's that, I guess. I can't do VR, it makes me motion sick. Yeah, again, like, I don't suffer from motion sickness, but it does make me feel, not nauseous, but it gives me a really bad headache, though, and it really hurts my eyes. A lot of eye strain as well. Raw it's cozy, but I'm sure it looks like it will give you back pain just looking at it. Yeah. It's one of those chairs where it doesn't have like the cushioning, you know the type of chairs I'm talking about? Like this chair, right? But like when you press like your spine against it, like you could feel your spine kind of caressing the wood, like the back of like the chair. It's those types of chairs that like really hurt you. I don't like those types of chairs. Those make me feel very uncomfortable. Okay, I guess I'm missing something down in the basement? Maybe? Do you like Resident Evil, Jay? Absolutely, Ezra. I love Resident Evil. I wouldn't say I'm a Resident Evil fan. I'd say I more so enjoy Resident Evil. I don't hyperfixate on Resident Evil as much as I do with the Silent Hill games. But I do enjoy it, though. I enjoyed Resident Evil Requiem. Oh, here we go. If it runs out of fuel, use the can from the garage to fill it. Okay. Well, the pump won't start without gas. I should check the garage. Okay. I guess we're going back outside. I do like Resident Evil, though. I have played all the mainline Resident Evil games. The only Resident Evil games I have not played are the spin-offs, like Resident Evil Outbreak, for example. I don't think I've played Resident Evil Revelations 1 and Resident Evil Code Veronica. I think those are the only ones I haven't played. I'm looking forward to Veronica Remake, though. Hey, Payne, how you doing? Hi, hello, how's it going? I like VR Gorn. It's like the only game I play on there. I've heard of Gorn. I heard it's pretty good, I guess. Whoa, let's not say things we can't take back. Maybe favorite with Homecoming, and that's how that's it. The cushion exists for 1 second before making you feel like your butt is just bones. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I like Resident Evil. I would like Resident Evil. I just don't like how the games are not good. That's fair. Everyone, I guess, has like their own, you know, subjectivity when it comes to the Resi games or just games in general. Like, you know, like that's fine. I will say though, I've never met someone who doesn't like Resident Evil games though. Wouldn't share like the character mother in to be comfortable. The wood needs to just be bent enough to be comfortable without any kind of padding. That's fair, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and dead. That was easy. I got a steel pipe. Yay, steel pipe, nice. Yippee, steel pipe. Charge attacks and combos. Yeah, so if we hold down the attack button, we have like a little like a charge attack, right, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. Pry. Oh, that was weird. What's up, Jay? In chat, hope everyone is well. Hey, what's up, Happy Grass Man? Hi, hello. We're doing quite well, I think, for right now, when it comes to running this game. We're playing Sound Homecoming. How's it going, Happy Grass Man? Hopefully all is well. By the way, the best melee weapon in this game is the knife. Mostly because of stun locking the enemies. You can stun lock them, and they will not counteract. So yeah, the combat knife's like objectively like the best weapon in the game. I never really cared for RE like I do for Silent Hill. That's fair. I feel like if you're a Silent Hill fan, you're probably not going to care much about RE, and if you're an RE fan, you're probably not going to really care much about Silent Hill. So, you know, I guess it's sort of like a, I guess like depending on maybe like the preference, I suppose. Someone's like history or something. The juxtaposition, it's pretty like night and day. Code Veronica is the funniest Resident Evil and worth playing the OG Code Veronica just to laugh at Wesker. Wesker, you're so pitiful. I love RE1. The item cannot be used here? What? What do you mean it can't be used here? Why? Why can't it be used, chat? Uh, what? Oh, it's empty. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, my bad. My bad. Whoops. Is it through here or? I think it's through here, right? The game crashed. Oh no. The game crashed. Well. Okay, I think this is what we were referring to earlier when the game was gonna crash at this section of the game. Alright, well. Well, thank you guys for joining. This was fun. Asano Homecoming, everyone. Great game. 11 out of 10. Would run again for the multiple crashes. No, I'm just kidding. However, since we are here back on the desktop, I want to look at something really quickly. Asano Homecoming. Unknown project patch. I want to see if there was an update. So this is the patch that usually you would use when it comes to running this game to make it function. And it seems like there has been a patch that has, well, the patch has been updated, it seems like. So I am way, way behind. I think the last time I downloaded the update was, I think for this version. Because the last time we played Homecoming was back in 2025, which we also, funnily enough, did a series marathon for when it came to Santo F. But it seems like this has been like the latest version at the time. And it seems like recently it got updated. So I think since the game crashed, I think what I'll do is I'll download this. And see if it works. Let's see. Can I put this in my homecoming, I guess, folder. Let's see. Steam apps, common, Silent Hill Homecoming, and we'll just put it here for now. Let's see. Anyways, chat, how you guys enjoying stream? I'm so sorry, chat. I thought this game would run flawlessly because we had the patch. Well, I was under the sort of preconceived notion that it was gonna run fine because we had the patch installed, but I guess there was an update. But hopefully you guys are having a good time. Because I sure am not when it comes to running this game. Okay, so I'm assuming we just kind of maybe copy and paste this? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Bin test. Let's see. Copy. Thank you so much, Connor Ward, for becoming a channel member. Welcome to Sound Archivist. Thank you so much. Enjoy the Silent Hill emotes. Thank you so much. Hope some memories more than one. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Thank you, Camp Peasant, for being a 1-month channel member. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No updates available. Okay, so... Okay. You know what, chat? What I'm gonna do is right now I'm gonna take break because I have to use the restroom and I think right now is a good time for break. So let's take break. I'm gonna go take a break. We'll take like 5-10 minutes. I think during break, I'm gonna see if I could figure this out. If not, then I think I might have to cut the stream short for today. We can try to run the game again, but if the crash happens, then I think I might just have to call it for today, which I apologize, but let's take a break. Let's take a 5-10 minute break. When we come back, I'm gonna try to like figure this all out. And if not, then apologies. My bad. I thought this game was gonna run fine because I had the patch already installed from last year, but I failed to acknowledge that potentially there could have been an update, which I think there was. So yeah, but anyways, we'll be right back. I'm gonna take a break. Until then, please feel free to get any refreshments, any snacks, food, stretch, take a little walk around if you need to get the stretches in. And yeah, until then, chat, please enjoy some fine quality sound ambience. See you very soon. See you, see you, see you. See you very soon. We'll be right back. Do, 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 do. This is Silent Hill Homecoming, the game that constantly crashes. There's no other great feeling than seeing Silent Hill Homecoming crash. Hey guys, how are we doing? We're back. We're back. So, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. Um, God, I feel so bad. I feel like I'm really unorganized right now. So as we were taking break, I was trying to see if there was anything I could do to save her, when it came to, I guess like patch and that being like installed, and seeing if there's like anything and everything when it came to like updating it with, I guess, the current patch, but I don't know how exactly to, I guess, like apply it. It seems like the folder should go in here, but I generally don't know. Supposedly there's a backup folder, and this is from a year ago. And I think this was from the last time I played the game with you guys, which was from last year. So I don't know if this is a folder that will have the additions that were applied um, to the exe file or just the executable that made it functional. I haven't tested it yet, but if it does, I guess still have none of the I guess like quality life improvements that are applied to the game when we were playing it right now, then I think we might just have to call for today, which I sincerely apologize. I was not like going with the expectation for this to happen. But I guess things happen without, you know, having that sort of I don't know, like preconceived notion maybe. Okay, so we can try it out and see what happens. We'll see. Jay singing Lamau. Yeah. Damn, bro, you can sing. I cannot sing. I don't know. I feel like I'm a terrible singer. All right. Well, that just kind of confirms it, huh? Okay. Well, maybe okay. Well, chat, I guess that kind of confirms it, doesn't it? Unless maybe if we do this. Let's see. I don't know if this is gonna help, but we can try. Sorry, came on late. It's okay, Peculiar. We're probably gonna have to probably end on short notice today because of the game not functioning properly. Due to I guess the mod not functioning correctly due to I guess an update to the patch. I don't know. I don't know. But a good game back. Then I ignored it. I'm so stupid. You're okay. Absolutely prioritize. You don't have to prioritize this game, that's for sure. On top of my nasal allergies. Oh, I'm sorry, Pain. I know you've been having a rough time for your allergies. I hope it's a little bit better, hopefully. I'm sorry to hear about that. Sonic Homecoming is such a good game, for real, for real, for real. Just singing like that was the laugh I needed, though, so thank you. You're welcome. I'm so glad I can help you with that. Okay. Aborting build, Sono unable to open pack file for reading C program files. See, okay. All right. Well, chat. I guess I kind of says what it needs to say. I guess it kind of speaks for itself. All right. Well, I guess that's it, huh? I'm so sorry. I generally thought that we wouldn't have to have this issue. I generally thought from the last time I played this game a year ago, it would not run into these issues, but it is what it is, I guess. Thank you, Dojo Staff, for the wonderful $2 donation. I think I've been convinced to get the PS3 version. Yeah, I think at this point, I mean, to be fair, you can't go wrong when it comes to the PC part, unless you have the unknown patch applied. I think, again, the issue on my end is that I didn't acknowledge nor have the foresight of recognizing the inevitability that maybe there was a update to said patch that I would have probably need to install prior to stream today. I didn't think so because what would need to be like applied to this game from 2008 from 18 years ago. Um, but actually, now that I think about it, I do vaguely remember that there was a patch that was applied, I think, or to the game itself. I don't remember. I think can I go through the game's history or I swear there was an update that was applied to this game without me noticing, I think. Or if I remember vaguely, there is, I think, a patch applied. I don't remember though, but let's see. Can we go through the game's history when it comes to maybe like patches applied or I could have sworn, or maybe not. I don't know. Is it like some Mandela effect that I'm thinking of? I could have sworn there was a patch that was applied sometime, like recently. I don't. I swear to God, permanent crash fix. Hey, so for all you folks who that have this issue, just set the resolution to 1280 by 720. It will not crash again. Note that using Alt-Tab will crash the game, so make sure not to use that function. I don't think that's a fix. I think that's just merely applying a band-aid to an issue that's still there. But that's really funny though, I will say. Okay, I guess that's it, chat. So now, obviously, I know there's people that are inclined to maybe staying and sticking around when it comes to me troubleshooting, but for me as a streamer, I don't like to do that because I like to be very professional when it comes to streams, and I like to have everything set beforehand. That's just because I like to be very structured and organized, and I go off of routine. I'm someone that likes to have routine. It's integral to me. So I sincerely apologize to all of you that maybe came to the stream today to have the expectation of us playing the game nonchalantly and without any issue. I really do apologize. I'm so sorry about that. Um, yeah, I apologize, chat. Really, I do. I thought the game would have been just fine, given the last time I played it with you guys on stream last year, but I guess not. I'm not seeing any patch that was applied maybe that could have changed, maybe I guess like some function or something in the games folder that maybe made the unknown project mod become not being able to function with maybe the current version of the game. I don't know. It seems like maybe the recent mod, I guess like patch is incompatible. I don't know. All I can say though is I apologize sincerely. I really do. I really wanted to go into this game with some time put into it, but it seems like unfortunately it's on the vanilla version right now. Because if we did have the mod applied, we would not be having any of these issues on the PC port. I'm sorry guys. I really, really am. Jay, gonna try again? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. It seems like the soft lock is still present, so if that happens again, which I think it would, then it just feels like I'm inclined to have to fixing this, and I don't want to do that on stream. I'd rather do that on my own time. I'd rather have a stream that's prepared and in order without any needing to do troubleshooting or fixing. But that's just because I have, standards, as a streamer. So yeah, I'm sorry, chat. I did not have this expectation today. I'm so sorry. Sincerely, I am. Yeah, no need to be sorry, Jay. Shit happens all the time. It happens, man. It's not like you created the game or the bug, lol. That's true, I didn't, but still, like, I still feel bad. I understand completely on the routine. You don't need to apologize. It does happen. It's fine, man. The game's mid anyways. I know, but this is part of the series marathon, so yeah. Hoping next stream it works. If not, you can skip the Shattered Memories. Oh no, not my favorite sound tone. It's all good. Can't blame you for the mess that is Homecoming's PC release. I know, but I guess to give like my sincere apologies, chat, and just to make it up for those of you that did come to stream today. I do want to make it up to you guys, and I do want to make sure I stress that out to you. So, for me apologizing for the lack of stream today, I want to have incentive for being here today and gift you guys 20 channel memberships. So this is my apologies for today. And I hope this makes up for it, and hopefully maybe some people on stream are able to get a channel membership today. This is my, again, sincere apologies for the lack of stream today. I apologize. Let's read the I guess channel members who won today. Solano BR, Imperialist 256, Adrian Fraterlery, apologies if I mispronounced your name, Big Appo, Suffy, Luki Tuki, Genuine Unintelligence, Raykit, Mr. Flow Unso, Marlboro Man, Nikki020599, Magic Show, Rari Padrino, Chino Goes Rando, not Neffy, or Neffy or Nefi. Apologies if I mispronounced your name. Too Much Milk, cannot read that name. I want to assume it's in Russian. Apologies. Kasko, and Mga. Lovely name. But yeah, there you go. 20 channel memberships on my behalf. Again, sincerest apologies for the shortcomings for stream today. I think what we'll do, chat, is we'll leave this as a technical difficulty stream. Just maybe like a little, like, I don't know, test stream, I guess, for today. And then on Friday we can come back and I'll just run this on the RPCS3 emulator, just because I think emulation is probably the way to go, all things considered. I know this can be run on the PC version. There is a patch. I just feel like it's a little bit contrived, all things considered. And also just us trying to start this on the PC version, likewise just kind of reaffirms my feelings about it. And also just want to make sure there's stability and consistency the next time we play this game. So I think that's what we're gonna do is I think next time when we play Homecoming, we'll just run it on the RPCS3 emulator. I think that's probably the best thing to do anyways. So yeah, again, sincere apologies. I know I'm probably like apologizing, like being way too apologetic. But again, this is just coming from me wanting to have standards and be professional when it comes to streams. So yeah, apologies again. I hope the channel memberships make it worth your time, and likewise just us just kind of shooting the shit and just, I guess, yapping and chatting. Yeah, apologies. Sincerely, I really do apologize. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Sound the generous archives? I guess so, yeah. Silent the apologetic archives. This poor PC port really does reflect how little Konami cared for Sound at the time. In retrospect, yeah. Yeah. If this game was on the PS3, it would be fine. But unfortunately, I don't own a PS3, but we do have emulation, so, you know, there's that at least. Konami, have to shut down your game, boss. Or your game, because you talked shit about it earlier. Not to worry, I'll be watching the next stream, see you, Jay. No worries. Yeah, I think we all had our laughs, at least. We all had a little laugh, I guess. But I sincerely do want to play this game with all of you. Sincerely, I do. Regardless of my, I guess, like, thoughts and reservations about this game, subjectively speaking. There is a game here, and I do enjoy this game on stream with you guys. It is definitely a fun time, for sure. Unfortunately, I did not foresee these circumstances that are unfortunate, so... yeah, I'm sorry, chat. Apologies. Yeah. RPS3 has gotten better. I haven't used it actually in a while. I don't think I have used the RPCS3 in quite a long time. I don't remember last time I used it. I think it was actually, funnily enough, for Homecoming. So, yeah. We'll be there for the next stream. No need to apologize. Not your fault. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it. That's Homecoming, baby. That's us coming home to... a mediocre bare bones PC port that has not been properly fixed in the past 18 years it's been on Steam. Good stream. Homecoming on Steam is broken, so I saw this coming from a mile away. Unfortunately, yeah, I guess so. I didn't think so, but I don't know. Maybe it was unfortunately not meant to be. You can continue where you left off instead of just starting from scratch. That's true. But I think because we're starting on the RPCS3, then we might have to start from scratch. Like, that's fine. I'd rather do that instead. I was gonna go donate tonight, but I'll do it next stream, hopefully. It's okay, Lilith. No need to donate. You're not under any obligation to donate, but donations are always appreciated. In many ways more than one. Helps in many ways more than one. Always. It's a 50-50 split with the PS3 port of Homecoming. Some copies are bad, just runs badly. It does. It's a pretty nefarious PC port that does not run really well. Same applies to, like, even the console versions. I heard those don't run well the best either, even on the PS3 version too. Yeah. It's a 50-50 split with the PS3 port of Homecoming. Some copies were bad, just runs badly. Oh, that's right. There's also the Xania emulator. I forgot. We can also do the Xania emulator too. You know what I'm gonna do is, I think for the rest of I guess maybe tomorrow, I think when we come back to stream on Friday, chat, with Homecoming, I'm going to run Homecoming on Xania, which is an Xbox and Xbox 360 emulator, and also the RPS3 emulator when it comes to Homecoming, to see which one is maybe preferable and see which one has, like, I guess, like the better output in terms of its overall I guess, like functionality. I don't think you can go wrong with either or, but I just want to stress test it to make sure we're all properly ordered for when we come back to it on Friday next time. Yeah. I blame Travis. No worries, it was still fun. Always enjoy your streams and vids. See you again on Friday, Jay. XX Heart. Thank you, Squid. I appreciate your sincerity. Is this it for stream? It is, Dangjin. It is, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I don't have anything else left to do. I don't have anything used for like a contingency in case things were to happen, which unfortunately it did. So yeah. Son of Homecoming, there was a game here. There was a game here. It's gone now. This is the end, my friend. I once got soft locked from Homecoming, which makes me have to restart the entire game again. Yeah. Unknown Project's patch should fix most issues, but still prone to crashing. Oh, hey, Torshek. Yeah, so I actually do have it installed, but I think the issue is that there was an update that I didn't know prior. Thank you so much, Cat Peasant, for gifting 10 channel memberships. Thank you so much. You did not have to do that, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Sincerely. Thank you so much. Eugene, Miku Shin, Sululu Not Dululu, Nitrian Risho, Alpha Dragon, David Louise, Alvara Studio, Shergel, XDDD, and finally Jordan Johnson. Enjoy your channel memberships. Oh, I'm sorry, there's also more. Addy Muncher and Brethaniel, enjoy your channel memberships. And also thank you so much again, Capicent, for the 10 gifted channel memberships. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. It helps in many ways more than one. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you. Much appreciation. Okay. Alright, yeah, again, apologies for the scuff stream. I hope the channel memberships on my behalf and also on other people in chat's behalf to make up for the lack of stream today. Sincerely. Yeah, okay, well, I have a lot to do after stream. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot for one, I guess Homecoming with the RPCS3 emulator and also Xenia emulator. I think it should be fine. I think Xenia should be okay, and also RPCS3, it should be fine. It should be completely fine. I'm just gonna have to find a ROM or ISO file to apply to the emulator, and I'm gonna do some troubleshooting on it to see which one I prefer or which is more preferable for next time we do come back to Homecoming on Friday, and then we'll start over from fresh as if none of this happened. Yeah. But again, apologies, chat. I know I'm being apologetic, but I just am. I always like want to come to streams being professional and, you know, have something in order and you know, a standard, I guess. And yeah, honestly just like really anxious right now. But I hope the channel memberships make up for it, and also just our time for today. Yeah. It's not about the game, it's the friends we made along the way. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Stick with Xenia, you're too much like Harry Mason in your demeanor. Stream. Is that a stream? Is that a stream? Radio. What's going on with that radio? I do like Harry though. I mean, Harry is a writer, and I did go to college for creative writing, so I mean, hey, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. Well, there's next time. There is always next time, Benjamin. There always is next time. Yeah. This is not a dream. What is happening with this part? Yeah. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye, lights. Bye. Jay, is this it for today? This is it for today, Benjamin. Yeah. I apologize once again. This is it for today. I didn't have this expectation to happen, so I apologize once again, but this is it for today. Again, apologies chat for the short stream, but I promise you guys on Friday we'll come back with Homecoming, but most likely on either RPCS3 emulator or Xenia emulator, and it should be running like a hope and a dream. It should run flawlessly on either emulator. So yeah, so I think after stream today, I'm just going to run it on the emulators and see which one I prefer, and then we'll come back on Friday and we'll continue as if where we left off, as if like none of these issues even happened. Yeah, but yeah, apologies once again, chat, but thank you guys so much for the channel members and also the donations. I hope the channel memberships make up for the lack of stream today. And yeah, again, apologies. Sorry once again. Sorry, but I hope you guys enjoy stream. We should be good to go for next time we stream today. We stream, which is on Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as per usual. But yeah, apologies once again. But I hope you guys enjoyed stream though. Hope you guys enjoyed. CJ, take care. Take care, Zenny. Take care. Bye, Lilith. Bye. Bye. Night, Lauren. Night, everyone. Have a great night, everyone. So fun stream, Jay. Thanks. Of course, happy rest, man. I'm glad you guys enjoyed. I'm glad we were able to savor something out of it today. I'll get Jay. See you Friday. See you on Friday too, Jin. See you on Friday. Take care, everyone. Take care, Denjin. Still on Discord. Time to check on my Miis. Have a great rest of your time with your Mii's pain. Yeah. Bye, Justconi. Take care, Lane. Bye, Cat Peasant. And thank you so much again for the channel memberships. And thank you all for coming today. Again, apologies once again. I know I'm being super apologetic, but that's just how I am. But I'll see you guys on Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for Homecoming. Properly Homecoming. I promise. We'll come back on Friday with a proper Homecoming stream. Yeah, but as I go, if you guys found me right now through the stream, apologies once again. I know this wasn't a proper stream, but if you'd like to keep in touch with me with my socials, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. We do streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as well as content on Silent Hill. Huge backlog of videos when it comes to lore, analysis, facts, news, anything and everything. Please feel free to check it out. We have a stream schedule, which, again, like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you are, I guess, able to, we have donations and tips on my Coffee account. Hops and Memories More Than One, if you're feeling so inclined. If not, that's completely okay. Just supporting the channel through watching the videos and streams. Hops and Memories More Than One. If so, thank you so much. We have channel memberships. May have seen early in the stream, channel members being gifted. Only $1 per month, you get really cool, amazing, awesome emotes and channel badges. Only $1 per month as well. And finally, Discord server. If you like to chill and hang out and chat with people, please feel free to check out the Discord server. A lot of amazing people, as always, really kind individuals, very like-minded, huge, great community we have. So yeah, make a friend, chill, hang out, and chat, and there you go. I'm going. Apologies once again for the stream and the issues. Apologies. I'm so sorry, but hopefully there's a stream here to enjoy. I'll see you guys later. See you guys on Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as per usual, and we'll be back for Homecoming properly this time. Okay. See you guys later. Have a rest of your Wednesday. As per usual, be kind to yourself. Eat, sleep, rest well. Take your time, chat. It's all we can do. And you know what? That's more than enough. Take your time, chat. Take your time. I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care. Love y'all. See you soon. See you. See you soon. See you later. Bye-bye. See you. See you later. Okay, bye-bye. Love y'all. See you soon. Take care, chat.